Prathvedish, and today we are going to perform our titration. So this is the iodometric titration. In this titration, we will going to check or we will going to determine the strength of unknown oxidizing agent. So here we have taken K2Cr2O7 as an oxidizing agent. So this is the iodometric titration. In this titration, we are going to use a Ki solution, that is potassium iodide, as a source of iodine. So in this titration, the iodine is liberated and the liberated iodine is then absorbed by the starch indicator. And then it is titrated to the hypo solution. So the amount of hypo consumed will tell us about the amount of iodine liberated. So let us perform the practical. So what we need to do? First we need to fill the burette with the help of the hypo solution. So this is our known solution. So we are going to keep this funnel at the top of the burette. This is the burette stand and this is the burette. First we have to keep in mind that the burette should be locked from the bottom. Now I am going to fill this burette with the help of funnel. The extra solution can be taken out from the down. Since it is the transparent colorless solution, so we need to see the lower meniscus of the solution. So at 0 level, at 0 ml, the lower meniscus of the solution should be placed. As you can see, look, I am rotating the burette. Is it clear? This is the layer, lower meniscus. It should come at the 0 ml point. If it is not visible, then it's okay. But for transparent solution, we need to see the lower meniscus. For colored solution, we need to see the upper meniscus. That's it. So remember this. Now let us make the solution. So this is the conical flask in which we are going to make our analyte. So I will going to take the unknown potassium dichromate. I will use this pipette and I will going to pipette out the 25 ml of potassium dichromate solution into the conical flask. So you can see the mark at 25 ml. Till 25 ml mark, we need to pip it out or we need to suck this solution, and now I will going to release the thumb so as to release the solution. Potassium dichromate is an oxidizing agent and this is the unknown solution whose strength we need to calculate through iodometric titration. So iodometric is the way of titrating the solution. This is the indirect way of titrating the solution through iodine. So this is potassium dichromate. To this I will going to add potassium iodide. 10% potassium iodide is added to it. I will going to have 5 ml of potassium iodide through measuring cylinder. So this potassium iodide is the source of iodine to the solution. So we are going to shake this. When iodine will be released or liberated, the color, we will observe the color change. As you can see, the reddish brown color is formed. So this is the indication that the iodine is liberated from the potassium iodide solution. Now we are going to titrate this free iodine with the hypo solution. So I am going to keep this analyte just below the burette and we are going to start pouring the standard hypo solution drop wise into the conical flask. When all the free iodine is packed with the sodium, that is sodium iodide is formed, at that time we will observe the fading or the color fading. The color fades, as you can see. The reddish brown color is now no more. It has been disappeared. Now this is the pale yellow color. So this is the indication that the all the free iodine which was present earlier is now it is complex with the sodium. Now sodium iodide is present in the conical flask. Now at this point we will going to add the starch indicator. 3 to 4 drops of starch indicator. So starch is an absorbing indicator. It will absorb the iodine. You can see the color change. Now this starch will help in liberating, in absorbing the iodine. Now I will going to continue the solution, continue the titration. So drop wise thiosulfate solution is again added to the conical flask till the pale green color is observed. So you can see this is the color change observed at the end. Light greenish color we will observe at the end. At the end we will get the starch iodide. So this is the color of starch iodide. Greenish, bluish green or greenish color. I guess this is the greenish color, light green color. So this is the color of the complex which is known as starch iodide. So this is how we come to the end of this titration. We need to note down the reading. The reading appears to be 21 ml. So we need to repeat this practical 3 or 4 times to see the to get the consistent reading. Till the consistent reading we need to repeat this practical. So this is how we need to do the practical. So let me summarize. We need to fill the hypo solution into the burette. Then we need to pipette out the unknown potassium dichromate solution 25 ml. To it we need to add the potassium iodide solution 5 ml. And then we have to start the titration till the color fades to light yellow. At this point we have to add the starch indicator 2-3 drops. Now starch will help in the liberation of iodine, in the absorption of iodine again. And again we need to continue the titration till the light green color is observed. So this is the formation of starch iodide and this is the end point of the titration. And we need to note down the reading. Thank you.